If you are looking for some support for current affairs, if you are a fresher, you are a working professional, you are a repeater, but you want some support for current affairs, then I have a program for you. I have given the brochure and also the announcement video link in the description. You can watch if you are interested. Hello all, welcome back to Current Affairs Hitlist series. I am Guna Mathivanan from Offices IAS Academy. In today's video, we are going to discuss about UN Peacekeeping Force. United Nations Peacekeeping Force. So whenever there is a conflict, an armed conflict between the states or within the states, okay, when there is an armed conflict within the states or between the states based on the UN Security Council's resolution, or usually UN Security Council will pass a resolution, or the UN General Assembly that can also pass a resolution. Based on that, UN will be sending peacekeeping force to those areas. So the places where there is armed conflict, either the conflict is between two different states or the conflict is within one state only, right? To create a ground for settlements, you need to first stop the war. You need to first, prevent some activity. Only then we can discuss about the next step. So we need to create a ground for settlement. When two persons are fighting, a third party should go, an impartial party should go and make them to stop. So for which UN Security Council or UN General Assembly, they will pass a resolution. They will send this UN Peacekeeping Force. Remember, UN is not maintaining a separate army. The member countries will be supplying a lot of troops. India is one of the largest troop suppliers to the United Nations. Okay. For the first time in 1948, when there was a war between Israel and the Arab countries in the Middle East, UN Peacekeeping Force was sent. For the first time in 1948, it was sent. So here you have to understand, UN Peacekeeping Force will go only when the states in the conflict is actually allowing the UN Peacekeeping Force to come inside. That means if two countries, if India and Pakistan, if there is a war between India and Pakistan, only when India and Pakistan agrees, UN Peacekeeping Force can come inside. So without the country's consent, UN Peacekeeping Force cannot go inside. The country's consent is important. Usually UN Security Council will be passing a resolution, or at times UN General Assembly can also pass a resolution. The peacekeeping force will go, and remember, they will not use force. They will not attack. But for self-defense, they might attack back. But they go, their intention is to make them stop, create a ground for settlement, that's all. But for self-defense, they can attack back. UN is not having a separate peacekeeping force. The member countries will be supplying the peacekeeping force. As I said, India is one of the largest supplier of troops to the UN peacekeeping force. Alright? So three basic principles. The consent of the parties is important. Impartiality. UN will participate as an impartial third party, and no use of force except in self-defense. These are the basic principles of UN peacekeeping force. Right? So UN Security Council, as I said, they will be passing resolution, or sometimes the decision will be taken by the General Assembly. India has been the largest, one of the largest contributing countries for the UN in terms of troops. So first UN peacekeeping mission was in 1948 during the Arab-Israeli war. So why it was in news? Indian Army commemorated the 75th International Day of UN Peacekeepers. Okay, that's why it was in news.